Hey, how's it going, guys? Supreme Total War here, and today I have an online 3v3. As you can see, some Hawk Riders are already starting to chase off my cavalry over here, but I am playing as the Wood Elves. I have 3 Wild Riders up on this hill, and I'm allied with another Wood Elf and Bretonia. We are going up against 2 Wood Elves and the Empire, so lots of Wood Elves on the field. His Hawk Riders are already putting pressure on my Wild Riders over here, but I have some Glade Guard to try and fend them off. My ally brought a lot of the Swift Silver Shards, which is different. I actually don't see these guys brought a lot, or in bulk actually. I see usually one of them. Orion is his lord, and then over here, the Bretonian player actually did bring a field trebuchet, and that's going to put some pressure on the Empire to push forward. But there are a lot of Hawk Riders over here. He has some Pegasus Knights, but I don't think enough. There's a bit of a flying squad over here. 2 Amber Wizards probably be looking to spawn in Manticores. And yeah. Anyways, guys, let's start this battle off. I'm retreating my cavalry, trying to focus him down with my archers. But he takes this opportunity to start firing on my archers with his. So right off the bat, I'm in a bad position. My archers are already taking a lot of fire. I am hitting his Hawk Riders though. But yeah, my archers are out of position and have taken a couple volleys before I even get into position. This one's taking a couple hits. They do have the high ground. Other than that, the Empire and the Wood Elves have kind of pushed half of their force forward. Bretonian bows are starting to fire on them. This is good. Trebuchet's firing down. It actually does a lot of damage, and those Bretonian bows are shredding the Eternal Guard. But then again, Men-at-Arms polearms are not shielded. They take a ton of damage. Pegasus Knights are pushed away by the Hawk Riders. I think he should have taken that engagement, actually. Over here, I got a little aggressive, and it was a bad idea. I sent my Wild Riders right into his Wild Riders. I do outnumber them, so I thought I could win. I have 2 more on the way over. But, he's got the Sisters of the Thorn here. They're going to do some damage. He's got Glade Guard here. Then he's bringing in some War Dancers. So I got a little aggressive, and I'm kind of in his territory right now. My Wild Riders trying to get into the Sisters of the Thorn. They're on their way. As you can see, he's actually, because of their support here, throwing their javelins, I'm actually losing that battle, even though I got the charge. I do charge the Sisters of the Thorn, but the War Dancers are close behind. My archers are getting fired on a lot, and I am losing the skirmish fight. I do believe, yes, I have 1 Wild Rider over here. I was going to send him around to try and hit those archers. Over here, Bretonia is getting hit hard, but so are these forces with the Empire and the Wood Elves. Who's this? We got an Ancient Treemen. The Trebuchet does a lot of damage to the lightly armored Wood Elves. I just find any artillery does very good against the Wood Elves. But anyways, I've now started firing back, and I am focusing, I think I'm focusing all my units on 1 unit at a time. I'm just trying to get some of his archers off the field. But yeah, as you can see, he's kind of won the skirmish engagement. I do get some of my cavalry into his archers, but his spears are close behind. And that was a pretty bad engagement for me. I'm not getting shot in the flank. Tons of fire over here coming into the Bretonians. They're trying to push up, but even with their shields, they're getting hit hard. Here comes a charge. Well, lots going on here. Eternal Guard trying to hold off some Men-at-Arms. And there's just little pockets of fighting. Mostly a skirmish fight here. Not the whole infantry hasn't been engaged. This Eternal Guard is charging. My ally here hasn't committed anything, or hasn't even been touched, really. His Swift Silver Shards are coming to help against the Hawk Riders. I do have this 1 War Dancer at the back I'm keeping in reserve. Firing on his Sister of the Thorn. I need to fire on his archers. They're a big threat here. I started charging in my spearmen. I decided that I was losing the skirmish, and I just needed to charge. Now, despite losing the initial skirmish battle, my archers are still alive, and they're still putting down some damage. These archers are charging forward. That must have been a misclick. His Starfire shafts get right into melee with some of my spears. No, these ones, I guess. I'm going for his War Dancers here, who are now fully healed. I think they're They must have taken a life or Earthblood spell, because I think that I did damage them earlier. But I'll probably lose that engagement right there. Fight in the middle, he's holding me up with one archer and then firing at me with all the others, which actually isn't a bad idea. Over here, my allies' Hawk Riders are taking on the enemy's Hawk Riders. Swift Silver Shards are kind of looking for targets across the field. My ally in the middle is untouched, so he's going to be able to support either flank. Paladin's being chased off by the flying squad and a Treeman here. And there's just little pockets fighting. The entire infantry hasn't really engaged yet. Here comes some more spearmen, but still a lot of infantry in the back. This should be a fight that the Eternal Guard can win, but I think both forces will just hold for a little while. It's going to be a fight of skirmish, and the Trebuchet is still firing, which is really good. Here comes the Swift Silver Shards, taking on some Knights of the Realm. And he's got his spearmen into the Ancient Treeman Lord. He should be firing on him with these Swift Silver Shards. That's a ton of archer fire coming in. Yeah, I bet you will focus down the Treeman in a second. Oh no, he's going for the Spellsinger right now. Oh, now I think he's switched to the Treeman. I'm not sure. Oh, he's taking a ton of damage though. Over here in my battle, I've just kind of straight pushed forward. All my infantry is engaged up here. I'm sending in my War Dancers with the Azurai Spears. My Wild Riders came back. I'm just kind of all over the place charging them. My Lord is back there safe, as is my Spellsinger of Life, and I'm about to use Earthblood in here, I think. Yes. And this is going to keep my troops alive and healthy. As soon as I push through here, I can get to his archers. Back in this fight over here, they actually killed the Treeman, and my ally Wood Elf is going to be able to help out in this battle a lot. All I have to do is win my battle over there. Whole bunch of Empire swordsmen are about to come into the Eternal Guard with shields. But the Swift Silver Shards are there's a ton of them, and if they can shoot into this blob, they're going to do a ton of damage. I wonder where they're actually shooting at. Oh, I bet you they're going for the Spellsinger of Beasts over there. Over here, Bretonia is holding. I don't think they'll win any of these engagements. They just need to hold, though. Let their Trebuchet do some work. Here comes Leon Kerr. Oh no, he's just flying away from, I think, that battle over there. And on my side, it's just kind of a grind out right now. I'm going to be able to break through his center, but it's just a matter of time. And he does have some Eternal Guard coming after. I'm going to lose this flank for sure. And his archers are doing a lot of damage, but they're just about out of ammo. My Lord is taking on Orion right now, or should be at least. She's in there. But Orion's doing a ton of damage to my men. And then back at this big battle, the Swift Silver Shards are just going to... Actually, they get caught in melee here. But they just absolutely shredded that Spellsinger Beasts, and she's going to rout as soon as she charges in. I don't know where they're going. They're kind of pushing through these swordsmen right now. Little pockets fighting everywhere. Tons of archers with Wood Elves and the Empire firing on Orion, which is my ally's lord. He's going to fall pretty quickly to that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's getting shredded. And Empire Captain, General of the Empire, sorry, is about to come in and help finish Orion off. Yep, knocks him over. He's actually taking some friendly fire, which is pretty good. But Orion, unfortunately, is going to go down. I don't see a way he can get out of here alive. He's trying to get to the archers right now, I think. But, yeah, there he goes. And over here, it's, Bretonia's holding. They're going to be able to win this middle engagement right here, I think. Taking on some spearmen. Their archers are taking on the Amber Wizard. That's good. Swift Silver Shards are now firing on the General of the Empire. They're doing some good damage, missing most of their volleys though. And over at my battle, I've just about broken through the center, not quite. I've lost his flank over here. He has a healthy unit of Eternal Guard he should bring in. They would actually do pretty good. And then Orion is going to get charged by my Glade Lord. And now it's a battle with the Glade Lord versus Orion. And I'm going to be able to win that fight only because my Orion was already wounded when I got into combat. But he actually is doing a pretty good amount of damage to me before he goes. And my infantry is about to win the fight and push through. Oh no, my Spellslinger is already into his archers. Swift Silver Shards are firing on the Amber Wizard. They could fire into this big blob right here, actually. They'd probably be able to get rid of all three of those units. He is holding with an Eternal Guard, Deepwood Scouts, and yeah, that's pretty much it. He's just holding this big blob back, but Bretonia is pretty much won on this side, so he's going to start falling into all this infantry. Heir of Kyrnos coming in. Those crossbowmen are going to do a number on the Deepwood Scouts. Oh yeah, they're just getting cut down right now. His archers are firing on my men, who I am now bringing back to the fight, or back to this big battle over here. And yeah, my infantry's pushed through, just finishing off some of the Glade Guard. This is where the battle's really going on. And the Empire did a bit of a tactical retreat. He still has some swordsmen who are relatively untouched, now in battle with the Wild Riders, and the Deepwood Scouts keep getting caught. There's Leon Curry, he is healthy. I put a net down on the Amber Wizard. I meant to hit the General, but I missed. And yeah, I don't think he's going to get hit by anything, though. My Glade Lord getting into these archers. And at this point, Bretonia and the Elves are kind of just pushing back the forces, and they shatter. Oh no, they actually admitted defeat, so I guess we don't get to see any of the kills here. But anyways, guys, that was it for today's battle. If you liked it, please leave a like, and I'll see you later.